In the cutthroat world of Cold War armor design, sometimes a perfect weapon on paper becomes a strategic ghost. The UK Vickers Mk7 main battle tank was born from a state of total tactical vulnerability for British defence export ambitions. By 1983, the failure of the earlier Vickers Mk4 Valiant prototype in desert trials left British engineers heavily exposed, as its experimental aluminum hull literally warped under the massive weight of its steel turret. To global defense observers, the company faced a defenseless future in the lucrative Middle Eastern market, unless they could find immediate salvation. Their high-stakes gamble arrived in 1984 by forging an unprecedented, rebellious hybrid, mating the finest British turret design and Chobham armor protection with the most capable mechanical platform on Earth, the West German Leopard 2 chassis. On paper, this Anglo-German beast shattered every existing Western tank standard. While the standard British Challenger 1 struggled with a sluggish 19.3 horsepower per ton ratio and a top speed of 56 kilometers per hour, the Vickers Mk7 boasted a massive 1,500 horsepower MTU diesel engine, propelling a lightweight 54.6 metric ton frame. This achieved a devastating 27.5 horsepower per ton ratio and an incredible top speed of 72 kilometers per hour, turning a notoriously slow British doctrine into a lightning-fast predator. Leading defense analysts argued that this combination created the ultimate fighting machine of the era, a vehicle that could outrun a Leopard 2 while outgunning any Soviet counterpart. Yet, despite flawless desert trials, only one single prototype was ever constructed before the entire program was abruptly buried in the dark pages of military history. What hidden political betrayal caused the ultimate Western tank to be treated as completely useless? Before we go on, what do you think matters more for a modern tank, raw speed or heavily layered armor? Subscribing to the channel helps us bring you more uncovered military history, and tell me where you are watching from. To comprehend why this combat vehicle was labeled an engineering masterpiece, one must dissect the sheer mechanical perfection of its execution. The core architecture of the Vickers Mk7 relied on a highly sophisticated integration of distinct national technologies, transforming it into an unmatched competitor during mid-1980s defense evaluations. The weapon platform featured the revolutionary Marconi Centaur digital fire control system. This advanced computer network instantly processed real-time atmospheric conditions, wind speed, vehicle tilt, and laser range-finding data to automatically adjust the main armament. When coupled with a two-axis stabilization system and a French SFIM independent panoramic sight for the commander, the vehicle achieved an exceptional tactical capability. During extensive mobile target simulation testing, the platform demonstrated an 85% first-round hit probability against moving targets at a distance of 2,000 meters, while traveling at 40 kilometers per hour. This meant contemporary Soviet armored formations, which relied on much more primitive stabilization technologies at the time, would be left completely exposed and defenseless at long combat ranges. For its primary armament, the universal turret was designed with extreme flexibility, capable of housing either the German 120mm smoothbore or the British L11A5 120mm rifled gun. Vickers selected the L11A5 rifled variant because contemporary armor specialists argued its specialized armor-piercing fin-stabilized discarding sabot ammunition provided superior accuracy and devastating kinetic penetration against layered composite defenses beyond 3,000 meters. Protection was equally unrivaled, with advanced Chobham composite armor wrapped around the turret, rendering it impervious to heavily concentrated high-explosive anti-tank warheads. Furthermore, engineers incorporated a hidden tactical advantage. The blistering exhaust from the 1,500-horsepower West German engine was directed through a proprietary British cooling manifold before release, effectively suppressing 40% of the vehicle thermal signature to vanish from enemy infrared optics. The operational peak of this combat vehicle quickly transformed into a profound political bottleneck. In August 1985, the Vickers Mk7 was deployed to the unforgiving deserts of Egypt to undergo grueling hot weather trials. Under ambient temperatures exceeding 30 degrees Celsius, the vehicle established a historic endurance record by completing a continuous 274-kilometer march from Cairo to Suez and back in a single day without a single mechanical or engine overheating failure. This flawless performance immediately captured the attention of the military delegation from the United Arab Emirates, who expressed serious intent to purchase the vehicle. However, at the very height of commercial expectation, the entire program collided with a rigid legal barrier known as the West German War Weapons Control Act. The government in Bonn maintained strict export regulations, prohibiting the transfer of any military technology incorporating German components to nations outside of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization that were located in areas of potential conflict. Because the Vickers Mk7 relied entirely on the Leopard 2 chassis, West Germany held the ultimate veto power over its commercial destiny, leaving the lucrative Middle Eastern export market completely frozen. Simultaneously, an internal political betrayal developed within the United Kingdom. In 1986, Vickers acquired the state-owned Royal Ordnance Factory in Leeds, the primary production line for the existing Challenger 1. This acquisition forced British defense planners into a critical dilemma. Embracing the Anglo-German hybrid meant admitting that purely domestic British chassis designs were inferior to their German counterparts, a political reality that threatened thousands of British manufacturing jobs right before a national election cycle. To protect domestic industrial interests and national pride, British defense planners permanently sidelined the Vickers Mk7 in favor of funding a fully British successor program. While the Vickers Mk7 never entered mass production, categorizing the vehicle as a total failure represents a profound misunderstanding of military-industrial evolution. The engineering advancements developed for this single prototype became the essential technological bridge for future British heavy armor. The entire universal turret architecture, the Marconi Centaur digital fire control network, and the specialized layout of the Chobham composite armor were preserved intact to finalize the development of the Challenger 2. This direct successor would go on to demonstrate near-legendary battlefield survivability during Operation Telek in Iraq in 2003, proving that the engineering DNA of the Vickers Mk7 was fundamentally flawless. The historical cancellation of this Anglo-German hybrid delivers a harsh geopolitical lesson that remains intensely relevant in 2026. True sovereignty over defense technology is just as critical as raw performance. Relying on a foreign partner for a core subsystem creates a catastrophic vulnerability, as foreign parliaments can instantly veto your export ambitions or strategic freedom. This exact friction is actively repeating itself today within the modern AUKUS submarine alliance and the Global Combat Air Program, where multi-nation development constantly clashes with independent export controls. If a nation cannot independently control its own weapon systems, those weapons risk becoming expensive museum pieces rather than operational assets. The tragic legacy of this project proves that a weapon system can conquer the harshest deserts, but still be permanently defeated by industrial protectionism and international law. If West Germany had granted export clearance to the Middle East in 1985, could this hybrid vehicle have completely reshaped Western armor doctrine and neutralized the rise of competing platforms? Drop your thoughts in the comments below to join the debate.